Futsal is the only version of small-sided football fully supported and endorsed by both FIFA and UEFA. Originating in Montevideo in the early 1930s, futsal has risen in popularity across the globe and is now one of the fastest growing indoor sports in the world, with an excess of 30 million players worldwide. Such has been the rise to prominence of futsal around the world that professional leagues now exist in Brazil, Spain, Portugal, Russia, Italy, and a growing number of Eastern European countries. The word futsal is derived from an amalgam of the Portuguese phrase futebol de salão and the Spanish futebol de sala, both of which in literal terms mean indoor football. The game is designed to be played indoors, on a firm surface and with a size 4 reduced bounce ball that is slightly heavier than a normal football and therefore more forgiving. It will stop almost dead when in contact with any part of the body. These two principal facets give the game its speed and skill factors. With laws which more truly reflect the larger game of football, all players can enter the penalty areas. The goalkeeper can play as an outfield player, and the ball is permitted over head height. Defined touchlines and goal lines require players to keep the ball under control, with a particular emphasis on the techniques of passing, movement with and without the ball, and working within a team. Some of the world's most gifted footballers credit much of their own technical development to futsal. The benefits of playing futsal for young players. A player will touch the ball as much as 6 times more than in other forms of five-a-side and 12 times more than in a football match. Consequently, it requires the player to make an increasing number of decisions, which potentially accelerates learning. The laws of the game require touchlines and goal lines, so players must be more accurate with passing and controlling the ball. Ingenuity, creativity, and improvisation are key hallmarks of futsal players, as they're encouraged to develop skills and think quickly to get out of tight situations where space is at a premium. Every player has a part to play, which heightens the sense of involvement and has motivational benefits. Futsal offers a multifaceted learning environment where players develop more quickly and gain better technical and tactical skill acquisition. Quick ball distribution and player movement requires players to think and react quickly, either with the ball or without it. In developing a player's ability to switch between defense and attack, they become more versatile. Whereas in football, players are allocated specific playing positions very early in the development cycle, usually dictated by pace or physicality. Ball retention is key to team play, as lost possession can be punished in an instant. Futsal encourages players to develop the skills to retain possession through accurate passing and movement. It's of equal importance what players do when they're off as well as on the ball, in order to create space and passing opportunities. It requires players to make decisions more quickly than in conventional football, and to think ahead of the current section of play. In the early stages of development in a traditionally non-futsal-oriented nation like England, it's key that all attempts to maintain the integrity of the game of futsal should be made by using the correct ball, a solid surface, the appropriate footwear, and, where possible, correctly sized goals.
So you've increased it to there.
Carefully designed futsal practices offer multi-dimensional exercises by involving contextual interference to challenge players on numerous levels and instill a longer-term knowledge and skill retention. Organising and structuring the learning environment so that players self-discover will optimise the acquisition of futsal skills.
As many touches on the ball as you can. Use the sole of the foot where possible.
By moving away from a directed and regimented system of player development practices, futsal allows players to express their own playing personality, which is an essential step in the development of young players.